So this Hasan does जब तक कितने call out.
I'm gonna put this side by side. I want you to understand something, okay? So that is a JDAM called on.
So there's literally no pushback for any of this because obviously none of the LSF streamers know anything. And then this is like Emma's line to me. I wish I had your confidence. I can't imagine sitting here and like pretending to
He's just wrong about this attack,
you
I
guys
guess.
like good analysis. Bro, I don't know what a missile looks like. I don't know what a rocket looks like. I don't know what any of this. I've never seen any of this in my entire life. I've never seen any. I can't imagine like, okay, hold on, let me check this out, guys. Oh, I can definitely tell you the ballistics of that. Oh, for sure. Oh, this is a super normal. Oh, 100%. That's a rocket interception with a JDAM missile coming on the vertical trajectory. Like, and I know Hasan doesn't know this. I know Hasan has no idea.
Vosh, this is misinfo. The new footage from the live stream happened at the exact same time the explosion happened. What?
IDF didn't bomb the hospital. Change title. IDF didn't bomb the hospital. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. You piece of shit. Yes, it absolutely did. You want to know why I know that? Because they bombed
Like Superman.
that same hospital 2 days ago. And also on top of that, they told that hospital and 6 other hospitals in the Gaza region to evacuate. You. You genocidal scumbag. You have no dignity. You do not have an ounce of dignity inside of your soul. Terrible that the people died, but I encourage you to look into where Hamas was firing. You piece of shit. You garbage, monstrous scumbag.
Yo, he's actually losing it.
You garbage, monstrous scumbag. You said IDF didn't bomb the hospital, and then you said it did. But Hamas was firing rockets from it in the same 2-minute time frame. So why did you lie at first? Huh? Why did you lie? How can you live with yourself, you genocidal piece of shit? You have no evidence, stop concluding? What is this? What am I looking at? Rip. Oof, they lit that fucking thing up. Look at the tracers. This one is literally Arma 3. It's fake. It's Arma. Oh, god damn it! What am I looking at with my own 2 eyes? What are you looking at?
So bad.
I have no evidence? Don't believe your eyes? What do you mean? Does that strike you as a misfire? This will not be verified inevitably further. We've already done the verification. There's already enough evidence to 100% show.
No, really.
Whether it was the Islamic Jihad or the IDF that bombed this hospital does not change the reality that Israel has bombed 22 other hospitals, including the hospital that we're talking about.
Oh, actually backtracking the next day. Nice.
Saturday, and also 4,200 Palestinians have been ruthlessly slaughtered by Israel's ongoing bombing campaign, and they are still bombing. Make this make sense to me. If you are literally 100% certain you didn't do this, how the turn around and then reveal information that contradicts itself? It makes no sense. On Tuesday, the Gaza-based Palestinian Center for Human Rights said its investigation of shrapnel and other evidence led it to conclude that the blast was caused by an Israeli airstrike. This was a missile fired from an Israeli aircraft, said Raji Sorani, the director of the group, as he displayed pictures of what he said was a fragment showing the missile's serial number. Israel's Haaretz newspaper, meanwhile, cited
Here is a serial number. Oh.
unnamed Israeli defense officials saying the military's investigation had concluded that 5 were killed by an Israeli strike. Asked about the Haaretz story, the military said it was still examining the event. It said that throughout the latest round of fighting, it had targeted militant infrastructure and made every feasible effort to minimize as much as possible harm to civilians and civilian property. Now, that part is obviously bullshit. Okay?
So
What
this
is?
he
Oh,
knows
this is
better.
from the. This is from this is from 2022. Oh, regardless, the instance.
Thoughts on Hasan Piker's subreddit deleting a post showing the hospital explosion wasn't an IDF rocket? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. He's unhinged. I was about 3 weeks from saying, can you bake 6 billion cookies that fast though? Kind of. Remember. The Hasan and the lefties, well, the non-Muslim ones.
Cookies.
That's not always true. Hasan and the lefties are not powered generally by anti-Semitism. They're powered by anti-Zionism, right? Their predisposition towards hating Israel and everything towards it comes from U.S. foreign policy, not their hatred of Jewish people. I don't know if that distinction doesn't matter for some people, but I think it's pretty important. The concluders are going to be able to fall back to pointing the New York Times to excuse them. Yeah, so here's something that I don't know if it was always like this.
His argument was America bad.
I'd be super curious in grilling the editorial people at the New York Times and the Washington Post. I don't think it's acceptable. Oh, actually, show me a headline. Here's what I recall seeing. If I recall seeing this is pretty bad. Headline, hospital, like witnesses say hospital bombed, 500 dead, and then buried in the story, reported by officials in Gaza. That headline in an American publication implies that there's been some third-party verification there. I thought I saw this on the New York Times. The fact that they would publish that headline without sticking the Hamas or the Gaza reported, yeah, I think Reuters might have even done a similar thing. That is not good. I feel like, again, and I understand this is hard, but people are so desperate to either be anti-Hamas terror attacks, which you should be, or anti-IDF killing civilians or oppression of Palestinians, you should be. They're like rushing to try to prove their virtue by showing the other side. Like, I've said this before, and I'll say again, there's nothing, you don't lose anything by waiting a while. Like, you can just wait to report on what happened. Well, I guess, if you're a streamer, you can wait. I guess if you're a news org, you kind of live or die based on your reporting, but like, I think the British politicians earlier said it best. The media is trying to meet social media minute by minute on breaking news, where instead they should admit they never will be able to focus on accuracy over speed. Yeah, that's like the thing. Or you can try to do it, but then you gotta look like me. You gotta cock yourself out like me. You're like, well, it's possible that this was, and you have to qualify everything. But you gotta be super careful with those headlines. Like, you're gonna blackmail everybody on media. It's so hard, right? Whether it was the 40 decapitated babies was a bad look, especially for Biden to say that, because I don't think Biden had seen any videos or pictures of decapitated babies at that point. And now this like IDF bombs hospital, as reported by Hamas. This Caroline chick is unhinged. I heard that she just like basically repeats everything that apparently she just repeats everything Hasan says uncritically to like all the other LSF streamers. I was following the Reuters and AP feeds pretty closely. This
Carbon
video
copy.
was controlled by Hamas, and the claims couldn't be independently verified, but none of the headlines. I just feel like that needs to be in the headlines. That's because I understand what you learn like in journalism school is probably different than like the real world. Hold on, let me qualify that. I remember when I was in high school, make an interesting headline. Headlines just the attention grabber, then you put the meat in the story. Today, people only read headlines. So I mean, I feel like yeah, I feel like you have to plan your headlines around people only reading those, which sucks, but. You should read the geoconfirmed thread on the missile. I did read that. I read through a couple threads on people looking at it. It looks like, it really does look like a Hamas rocket malfunctioned. I think they said the motor malfunctioned or something, and then the missile, the rocket fell, blew up in a, and then it looks like it blew up once or twice in a parking lot in a hospital. The 500 dead figure sounds insane. Personally, I'll make a prediction here. I'll be a little brave. I would be surprised if it was like 15 or 20 dead, unless this parking lot was like packed full of people. I don't know how you could ever kill more than 50 people in that parking lot. Destiny does not look like it was intercepted.
999.
Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the way that the Iron Dome interceptions work is when the Iron Dome missile is close enough to the rocket, the missile will explode and that'll detonate all of the explosive ordnance on the incoming rocket, I believe. So if the Iron Dome interception is successful, it shouldn't cause the rocket to blow up once it hits the ground. Don't believe so. Also, yeah, I don't know if you can manually intercept or if you can intercept or if you can dynamically intercept rockets like out on the battlefield, because the Iron Dome shouldn't be covering rockets into Gaza like that, right? It feels weird like just going live and being a hater, but I think like the biggest thing I'm worried about is I'm worried that there's going to be no accountability for all that reporting right now. Like these big streamers on the left are engaging in basically de facto like. I know like we can meme about it because it's Palestine, and we can meme about it because it's lefties, and we can meme about it because they're on like family-friendly platforms like Twitch. But like the Hasan stuff is unhinged. It's probably the most unhinged mainstream alt media stuff I've seen, like maybe ever, or like it rivals like Tim Pool. Like he's about that level, not about that level, he's at that level now. No, he's not. I think he's worse. Because I think Tim Pool is a lunatic on Twitter, but at least when he's talking on a show, he tries to, like, he's still conspiratorial, but he's, like, in his own way. But it just feels like Hasan, maybe I'm giving Hasan more credit because he's on my side. It feels like Hasan speaks so much more credit on some of this. But then, yeah, Jesus. You can't do, like, in vitro fertilization or use, like, a surrogate mother. There are other things you can do if you're not able to have kids that you can look into. Some of them are kind of costly. The second one is, if you've got friends that want to have, like, a kid for you, or somebody else that wants to have a child, or maybe it's in the movie Juno, you can kind of do it that way sometimes. Or third, yeah, adoption is a possibility. Most parents, as mean as it sounds, don't want to adopt a child that's more than, like, a couple years old, though, because they don't want, like, a ruined kid, which is really sad.
And a ruined
Also,
kid.
calling people like Hasan alt-left. I think alt-left is a cringe term. I don't like it. And it's not really alt-left, he's just tanky. I think there's already words to describe those people, they're just tanky. It's not because he's a lot more definitive about shit. It's hard to imagine Tim Pool, at least entertaining and listening to their side. Yeah. Hasan is a featured TwitchCon creator. Twitch will play favorites. Yeah, he's not gonna get banned for any of this. I don't think he should necessarily be banned. I don't think he should be banned. I just wish there was like, one, it sucks that I'm not on Twitch, so there's literally no pushback for any of this, because obviously none of the LSF streamers know anything. And then I don't know, are there other people that do politics on Twitch that are getting like 500 different viewers? Like,
If you've been
like this is just the whole narrative set on that site now. It's gonna be, I haven't said this yet, but
if you've been looking for a reason to stop pretending that you are a fan of Amy Schumer, here's your reason this week, okay? All right. Amy Schumer, you are allowed to say full-throatedly sucks. This woman has a career from stealing comics jokes, just like her beloved nation of Israel, which stole Palestinians' land and lives. Okay?
apparently this girl's unhinged.
Amy and Zionism, Zionist Israel, both have in common that they love to steal and then pretend otherwise.
I
What?
personally think he should be banned, but they ban Fuentes and similar. Do you think Hasan is not really bannable? Oh, I don't think Fuentes should be banned. I think that a platform that would ban somebody like Nick Fuentes, though, would easily ban somebody like Hasan. Absolutely. If Fuentes is supposed to be banned on Twitch, then Hasan should easily be banned. I thought about making like a tweet earlier and like tagging them just to like search it up. Obviously he's not gonna be banned, but just like virtue say or whatever. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty. If I wasn't medicated right now, I'd be a lot more upset about it. Can you please explain what people mean when they say Gaza is like an open air prison or concentration camp? Starting to this. Yeah, I don't know. I should look into this. I should do once I get home. I hope it's still somewhat relevant so we can like research it. Because I've got a lot of people arguing against like calling it like an open air prison or apartheid state or like concentration camp is a little brutal. The conditions aren't good. But also, for instance, like people say things like, "Oh, Gaza is a genocide." They're being genocide. They're being genocide. They're being genocide. The population went from like 1 million to 2 million in like what, like 20 or 30 years? That's a very unsuccessful genocide. Like, but nothing gets in or out of the Gaza Strip. My understanding is nothing gets in or out without explicit Israeli approval. Like they've got like checkpoints everywhere, and it is like cameras and everything. You can't leave, and it's blockaded. There's a blockade and embargo, so you can't ship anything in or out. So I mean, like, it's calling it. The problem is that, like calling it apartheid, calling it prison, calling it concentration camp. It's a bit reductive on what's a pretty complicated situation. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so
What
okay.
did you tweet here or story? An Islamic Jihad missile killed hundreds of innocent 4 minutes ago. Hundreds of innocent Palestinians in hospital in Gaza. Many Western outlets published propaganda live, blaming Israel without fact checking. Facts only reached the headlines an hour later. Fire the BBC News, New York Times, Sky News, CNN editors. Lies to stoke anti-Jewish war. This is probably true. This is probably a measured tweet. This is most likely true at this point, I think. How long ago is this? Ooh, I don't know if it was true 9 or 12 hours ago or whatever, or 11 hours ago. But Carolina's an idiot. But I think because it feels like this, there were some people like Bernie Sanders and Rashid Tlaib, because there were some people that that gave measured takes on Israel Palestine. Because there were some people that gave measured takes on it, seems like now they're trying desperately to reverse it, like, whoa, but I'm not okay. I have to look, they bombed, they killed hospital, 500 people dead, right? They're like really desperate to jump in on the other side, which I think is obviously really cringe.
I guess people are quick to respond to anything on Twitter or something.
I serve in the relevant IDF unit. We don't intercept rockets that early above Gaza. It's a small place. Fragments of the enemy rocket and interceptor don't fall from the sky and are dangerous. Terrorists in Gaza have about 1 out of 10 rate of misfire from Gaza to Gaza. I saw my own eyes on the radar. The truly ironic thing is supposedly, with your 1K views acting like a political streamer, Hasan owns you. Why is my kick chat so mean to me? Fuck you. Supposedly, the truly ironic part was supposedly this was a rocket that Hamas was firing from like one hospital that went over another hospital and then malfunctioned and hit. Like, whew, not a good day. Am I crazy or everyone became a pro in Israeli-Palestinian conflict ever since 2 weeks ago? Yeah, but this is how it always goes, right? A new conflict.
So
2
bad.
months ago, everybody was an expert on the difference between like submersibles versus, not submersibles versus fucking submarines and shit, right? That's the way of the world. Here's the true horror of the misinformation spread by Hamas and their simps, is that there's US and Israeli embassies around the world being attacked in presumption Israel leveled a hospital, the US being okay. Yeah, is that true? That would be really sad if that's true. I love the kid. Listen, I gotta deal with a lot of drama going on. Keep in mind, this is the first one with my wife in like fucking 3 months, okay? So fuck you guys that are posting my story like, oh, he's retired. Listen, I'm married. I got relationships in the real world. I have to upkeep and shit, okay? Fuck you.
Yeah, with holding
This
passport or something.
So is Hasan's stream? I've been watching it. Is Hasan's stream? Does he just uncritically believe every single thing that comes out of Gaza? Like, does he just like? Well, he just like, oh yeah, obviously it's true because.
How much do you believe the human shield stuff? No, of course I don't believe the human shield stuff. What do you mean?
What is he? I should have looked for full context, but I was so irritated when I saw stuff I didn't even fucking bother. So like, what does he mean by this? Was there a greater context where he said like, in some cases he doesn't believe it, or because like Hamas, their main headquarters, they operate in hospitals. Hamas does this all the time. This is what they do. I don't even think they deny it. Like.
I've told no, that's ridiculous. There's no even if I were to believe that they are like purposely fucking putting humans in front of rockets, okay? It's ridiculous to actually shoot through the hostage.
Also, that's not what human shield means. I know he knows this though, so there must be more context. Because a human shield does not mean you actually like got a shield of a human. It just means you're doing military operations around humans that would necessitate collateral damage to civilians if you were to be aggressed upon or counterattacked or whatever, right? That's a human shield.
What the fuck are you saying?
Yes, taking literally.
Apparently his entire stream title yesterday was IDF bombed hospital, 500 dead. And there's just no evidence. Evolution of a headline, New York Times edition. Israeli strike kills hundreds in hospital, Palestinians say. Okay, this first headline is not actually, surprisingly. This first headline was not as bad as the Reuters one that I saw. I thought I saw one from Reuters that was really bad. At least 500 dead in strike on Gaza hospital, Palestinians say. At least 500 dead in blast at Gaza hospital, Palestinians say. Jesus. Did we have the original Reuters headline? I was really surprised. Do you think Rashida Tlaib should be censored for actions? I don't know what she's done recently. I know I'll bring her up, but I haven't seen it.
This is 20 hours before the fucking hospital was bombed, by the way.
Like, bro, it's got the music and everything. I'm laughing, but I shouldn't be. It is truly some of the, this is like the lowest that I've ever.
Okay,
not that they give a fuck. Not that the platform cares about itself, but this is like the lowest this platform has sunk when it comes to propaganda reporting in my entire life. Like, this is the equivalent of like linking some like U.S. like World War II or like Vietnam War propaganda videos. The children cleaning up trash. The children playing Ring Around the Rosie.
It's propaganda, by the way.
And then his whole chat is like getting increasingly radicalized, increasingly misinformed, increasingly irate towards Israel. Like fuck the IDF, I suck. Like.
Okay.
Don't look away from this. Most of these children are fucking dead now.
He doesn't have any idea. Destiny, don't you push the Israeli narrative without question or evidence? Ignore the kidnapping of Palestinian children recording Israeli children. Do you watch any of my stream? If you think that, then knock yourself out, dude.
I saw some of their body parts earlier when I was looking at the on-the-ground footage in the aftermath of the fucking insane strike on the hospital. Yeah, Israel moved from it was Hamas to Islamic Jihad. Now they're saying Islamic Jihad blew it up, actually.
So emotionally loading this.
Let's see. Rashida Tlaib. Israel just bombed the Baptist hospital, killing 500 Palestinians. Doctors, children, patients, just like that. We don't even know who died. How can you have no idea? This is one of my favorite things. This is a little bit sociopathic, okay? But if you know somebody's lying, you never reveal that you know. You just let them continue to lie. One of the funniest things that liars do is when somebody's caught lying and you know it, but you keep asking the questions and they start to like invent details about like, and you know the whole. You're like, oh, you're at Johnson's house. You're like, oh yeah, John. Oh my God, his dog was like so crazy. So blah, 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 and you know that he like went to Jane's house. And it's like, bro, why are you just? What are you doing now? What is she saying here? Doctors, children, patients. I mean, it's a hospital. I think that's a safe assumption. Why would you make any assumptions right now? Especially when you don't even know the hospital was bombed. This is what happens when you refuse facilities to find help yesterday. Your war and destruction only approach. Has Biden even? How about Biden's statements so far been pretty measured? Hasn't he made a couple statements about how civilian death isn't acceptable on either side? I feel like I've seen him make those statements. Am I wrong? I'd have to go back and check the tweets, I guess. But and many has opened my eyes, and many Palestinian Americans and Muslim Americans like me, we will remember where you stood. That's really weird. Muslim Americans? That is an incredibly fucking bizarre statement to make. Because that's really weird. I would be super uncomfortable seeing that. That is an unhinged statement. I can understand Palestinian Americans, but Muslim Americans? That like plays into the that white nationalist foreign invader arc really well. Jesus.
Oh, same race.
Did you see the Canadian dude threatening Jews at university and the cop showed up and shit? Nope. Good. Does anybody have? There were two really good threads that I read earlier. Does anybody have those threads about the detail, the geo tracker locator stuff? Do you see Biden's going to Israel? Yeah, I think tomorrow, right? Hundreds killed in Israeli strike on Gaza, Palestinian officials say. Israeli airstrike on Gaza hospitals, more than 500 Palestinian officials say. Unbelievable. Keep in mind, okay, so these are just like Twitter threads of people that now supposedly this person has a pretty good track record of stuff like this and they're nonpartisan. I read that, I don't know that. I would never personally vouch for this, but Geo confirmed Israel-Palestine. A missile launched by Palestinian groups exploded mid-air, and one of the pieces fell on the Al-Ali Arab Hospital's yard. Here's the coordinates. Before reacting, read our thread. Full recording from the Aj Mubashar feed. You can see the rocket. You can see the outgoing rocket fire some distance away. The rocket is intercepted in the air and breaks apart into shrapnel. I don't believe it was intercepted. I think it malfunctioned, but I think we'll get into that on this thread. We can watch this video to see it. I can't accept a malfunction happened to land in a hospital, but that's just me. One, it wasn't a hospital.
Yes, evidence.
Hamas rockets and rockets that come from this region do malfunction quite a bit. They're working like 3 tech levels behind. As like the Israeli missiles and shit. I think that's the parking lot on fire or whatever. Analysis by Hamas Piker. Oh, does he analyze it? Hold on.
Two explosions are...
Why does he do this? Has this guy been tricked by like Arma 3 footage like multiple times at this point?
Here. Okay, I'm gonna put this side by side. I want you to understand something, okay? So that is a JDAM called on. Here.
Is he looking at the right video? This was a Jackson Hinkle meme?
2 explosions are seen. One smaller one and one perhaps a rocket launcher and a big one on the hospital.
He was comparing the sound. Why would they exaggerate the death numbers so heavily if they knew it was themselves? Well, they probably didn't know, or they didn't. They're trying to pin it on Israel because they know a lot of outlets will pick this up and run with it regardless. Like Hamas almost always looks like the bad guy here, and I don't think I'm being a bit presumptuous, and I could be wrong, but I don't think that Hamas is here to play like the politics optics game. Like I don't think Hamas has like a political strategy in mind where they're like, oh, let's do like a fake attack here, the fake bomb here. We'll misreport this to outlets, and then hopefully enough people like they don't think like that. I think they just lie with impunity because they don't give a fuck because they're like on some holy war crusade against like the oppressive regime of Israel. Like I think that's where like the thoughts start and stop. They're not only like a politically effective group that are trying to like manipulate the media. They just report anything the fuck they want. They think it'll be bad for Israel, whether it's confirmed or not, whether it'll be confirmed or not, whether they think it'll look bad or not. I don't think they give a fuck.
I mean, I guess so.
This is
Yeah.
bad info. I don't
Maybe.
know where this is coming from. This doesn't look like the same as the thing that we saw earlier. And also, there's no sound. I don't know what the fuck's happening there. Hospital explosion was greater, and also did not follow after rocket interceptions.
I would. This is like Emma's line to me. I wish I had your confidence. I can't imagine sitting here and like pretending to give you guys like good analysis. Bro, I don't know what a missile looks like. I don't know what a rocket looks like. I don't know what any of this. I've never seen any of this in my entire life. I've never seen any. I can't imagine. Like, okay, hold on, let me check this out, guys. Oh,
It's really trained in military and all.
I can
Huh?
tell you the ballistics of that. Oh, for sure. Oh, this is a super normal. Oh, 100%. That's a rocket interception with a JDAM missile coming in the vertical trajectory. Like, and I know Hasan doesn't know this. I know Hasan has no idea. So the sorry.
It's making up.
Independently, they came to the same conclusion. The above footage is showing a rocket fail and breaking up into two pieces, one falling on the hospital. Better POV, and they have a ton of pictures linked here. And they geolocate like a fuck ton of images to confirm like what fell and what's going on. I don't know if they speak about it anymore here. There were a couple ones with like experts on like weaponry talking about I think how like it could break up and there was like propellant and there's like two explosions or some bullshit. I don't know. Some people reacting like there are no groups with such big missiles / rockets. Example: geolocation of Palestinian Islamic Jihad with better 3 rockets. So they do have these rockets, I think, right? Islamic Jihad denied that any of its rockets were involved in the hospital blasting. It didn't have any activity in or run custody at the time. No, a rocket barrage was launched and a video making up by Islamic Jihad. Important note: our conclusions are based on our geolocations. This doesn't mean that they are the truth. Just what we think is highly likely based on our geolocations and logic / reason. We are geolocators, not official investigators. Do not take this conclusion as proven fact. To be sure, what really happened, different official investigations are needed. Also, the again, I don't want to say like I know what a crater from a missile looks like, but people are saying that this is the totality of the damage. Basically, you can see like it's a parking lot that was blown up, and there's like the crater for the bomb is like here. That's it. Now, maybe missiles don't leave big craters here, but like this was the damage. It was this parking lot. It wasn't a hospital. It wasn't an entire hospital. The hospital actually suffered no structural damage whatsoever. It was just a parking lot. Now, were there 500 children and doctors and patients' bodies piled up here sleeping outside peacefully? Maybe, but don't know that. But that's neat. There's a thread I saw where there were like 350 people killed in Iraq or Afghanistan by us, and holy moly, there's insanely more damage. Yes, there was a thread that had 3 pictures of different other types of like car bombs and shit, and like the missiles that are going off, and you can see what the damage looks like when hundreds of people are killed. It's extensive. For what it's worth, it doesn't look or sound quite like an airstrike using the typical IF 1,000 pound JDAM Mark 80 series to me. Incoming projectile sounds like it's under power, and the explosion frames visible look like largely propellant fire rather than HE detonation. Is that high yield explosive detonation? What is HE? It's in this thread. Oh, hold on. Oh, high explosive, sorry. Now that day is broken and we're getting better evidence, I'm willing to share some preliminary thoughts on the Al-Ali hospital explosion. The photos of the scene are, to me, not consistent with an airstrike and are not consistent with claims that 500 plus people were killed. So this was the damage, this parking lot, you can see where the cars were kind of torched. I guess this is infrared? Looks like this? Oh no.
It is I.
What's up, buddy?
Well, so yeah, if you actually look at the explosion in the parking lot, it
Oh,
shows that
God.
500 people are killed.
Beacon.
Unless, for whatever reason, there's like a large gathering in the parking lot. Like they would have had to have all been right there next to the explosion.
Yeah, I
And-
think that's what most people are saying. Like 500 people in that small of an area with no survivors is highly unlikely. It seems like almost impossible that could be the case.
Yeah, so I think this is being misreported to begin with, and if you're talking about a 2,000 pound explosive, there'd be a crater.
Yeah,
There's no crater.
people are showing measurements of what craters typically look like too, and yeah, this one's not as large as we would expect. Yeah.
And I mean, there's the video footage from Al Jazeera as well, which I think conclusively proves this is clearly a Palestinian rocket that caused this explosion. Like all the pieces that we have right now fit together with that.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. Yeah.
Yeah, and what's fucking crazy is every single instance, even when the evidence doesn't support it, people are just putting the blame on Israel, or they're giving Palestinians, well, not even Palestinians, they're giving Hamas the benefit of the doubt. And I came to a realization yesterday.
Yeah, that's how emotional involvement is.
It's because they're browner. Like, the only reason lefties are giving Hamas so much sympathy and Palestinians so much more sympathy is because they're darker skinned.
That might be
there's
true
no other
for some
explanation.
other parts of the world, but I think for the left in the United States that's the loudest online, I think it's just generally because they stand in opposition to U.S. foreign policy. I don't think the skin color matters as much here.
I don't know, man. Like, when you look at the rhetoric, you know, people will talk about how, Israel has created the situation where, you know, they've oppressed the Palestinian people, especially in Gaza, which I wouldn't say that's untrue. And I wouldn't say it's an untrue statement to say that Israel's contributed to further radicalization of groups like Hamas, shit like that. So they'll make this argument that, well, when you look at the, you know, the links in the causal chain, Israel is to blame for this sort of attack. Now, they won't use that same kind of logic when it comes to actions that Israel takes against Hamas. They won't say, okay, well, Hamas did this attack, and now they're kind of paying for the repercussions, because how would you expect, you know, people to react to that sort of situation? So, like when you're talking about every single fucking instance, like even when it's unrelated to U.S. foreign policy, where Palestinians are given all of, you know, the sympathy, all of the benefit of the doubt, and there's just this constant cope for not only Palestinians, but even Hamas, just a horrific terrorist group. Like, I've seen videos on Live Leak of what Hamas does. They've made promotional videos where they just blow people's brains out with shotguns. The only explanation is, like, from lefties, they're browner. Like they just give more sympathy to people who are darker skinned.
Sure. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I think it has more to do with like just being anti like U.S. interventionism. But I mean, maybe the brown
Yeah.
is a little bit better. But okay. All right, I'm going back to reading
Well,
these. Okay.
yeah, no problem. Take care, dude.
Okay. Bye.
Finally.
Photos of the scene are, to me, not consistent with an airstrike and are not consistent with claims that 500 plus people were killed. Oh wait, this isn't the thread I was looking for. Somebody linked this. I thought this was the one that showed all the other pictures of the other places that had been bombed. In July of 2016, a truck bomb in Baghdad killed 350 people. This was the truck bomb in Baghdad. I shouldn't laugh, I'm sorry, this is horrific. But you can see the difference in explosive power. A truck bomb in Mogadishu killed 500 plus in October of 2017. That was this truck bomb here. You can see the multiple destroyed buildings, right? In October of 2022, a truck bomb in Mogadishu killed 125. This is the damage that it did here. This is the damage from the bomb that was dropped by whoever dropped it. Here, it's this parking lot, I think. The vast majority of the damage from fire, only 3 cars show any clear sign of kinetic and structural damage, and for 2 of them, the general structure remains intact despite clear damage. But
Yeah, the previous one is much more damage.
I also want to say, this image is a leak from GTA 6, yeah. I also want to say something. This is so important for you guys to understand this. It's so important, okay? It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all what the fact of the matter is when it comes to early news reporting. Whether or not Hasan was wrong or right doesn't matter. Because a lot of you might feel vindicated because you're like, oh, Hasan was wrong, good fuck him. Even if Hasan was correct, he was still reporting on this way too fucking early. Even if he was correct, you should feel just as disgusted about his reporting as you do now that he's incorrect, most likely, right? Just as a heads up, always remember that, yeah. Can we block Hasan's embed? Please, sir, God, don't get more attention. I mean, he's got 50,000 plus viewers, like, riling everybody up on like what's actually just complete total fake news. Not even fake news. Hold on. I just want you to be aware of the gravity of this. People are gonna forget. It's not that Hasan is doing fake news. It's that Hasan is, and it's not that Hasan is doing fake news propaganda. It's that Hasan is doing fake news propaganda from what is essentially a terrorist organization. It would be the equivalent of reporting something that ISIS says as fact without any third-party independent verification. That's fucking wild. Okay, Jesus. And then apparently people were starting to push him because I don't know. I guess later on in the night it started to become clear that maybe he wasn't correct when he had his title of his stream.
Reporting from Hamas.
This is his fucking response. What the fuck?
Twitch streamers? Brother, there is no reason for me to say Twitch streamers are stupid. You already know it. You watch Twitch. You know it. We're dumb as fuck. Myself included, okay? The fuck do you mean? If I was a smart person, I wouldn't be getting ritualistically humiliated by socially maladjusted freaks that are agoraphobic
nice.
on a daily.
Mel asked me earlier, she's like, why didn't they remove that thread? I was like, oh, I couldn't believe they didn't, but they did finally remove this one, yeah. Okay, regardless of the personal communication, I'm sorry, LSF, I love you guys, but you guys are horrendously biased. I have no idea how you guys could let the Hasan charity LSF, like, dick suck thread stay up when that was clearly of a political orientation and clearly violated your rules. But, like, anything else that goes up with him that is even remotely negative gets taken down. I don't know if Hasan, like, spams the LSF mods to take these down because he's, like, getting ass mad, maybe, but, like, that's pretty insane that, like, yeah, every single negative thing, really, I don't know, I think it's crazy, but whatever.
Maladjusted freaks that are agoraphobic on a daily basis in a mass harassment campaign online. But I do that for a living, and it's not you in here, or if you are one of those.
Why is he acting like it's stupid to do it? You get paid millions a year to do this. Why are you acting like you're some fucking victim of this? 10 euros, I think? Did we and the left not learn from like the earlier reporting always ends badly? No, because these guys are never held accountable. Like, why would you remember? All you have to do to understand like human behavior, instead of like trying to draw these like complicated fucking, you know, psychoanalytical bullshit, just like look at the incentives. It's very easy. What are the incentives, right? The incentives here are to report early and to report against the United States, and you get rewarded for it crazily. Like, if you're wrong, who the fuck cares? Like, can you think somebody got canceled for being incorrect about the reporting about like Jacob Blake or incorrect about the reporting about Kyle Rittenhouse? Like, literally nobody gives a fuck.
Okay, I would be outside having fun, touching grass, hanging out with my fucking family, hanging out with my friends.
Guessing on my ash right now, okay? My guess is going to be that if propellant is spewed from like a rocket and it is inflamed, you could probably make quite a big like fireball like really quickly if you blow up like a bunch of propellant. That'd be my guess. Which I think I was reading is pretty consistent with what we saw, right? It was just like propellant goes out, it explodes, and boom, there's a fireball, and that's it. I don't think there needed to be like a munitions base or anything crazy to explain any of that. Because the damage wasn't that crazy. Here's his reaction after claiming the right footage was not from this event for 30 minutes. Wait, what? Hold on. Israel News, IsraelNationalNews.com. Threats targeted towards Jewish high school in Toronto. What is this? Is this news from Israel? Why they, okay. I don't know why they like this, okay? If there's discrimination happening, that's bad, but like, Jesus, okay. What is this?
Sync video of the both Al Jazeera stream. Wait, no, this is a different Al Jazeera. Wait, what the fuck? People were sending videos that didn't look like this at all. Yeah. Wait, this is okay. This is from.
I'm sorry.
The video had a first explosion earlier. Yeah, I don't understand. I will watch the Bassam Youssef video.
Like, look at these guys. Where's this guy in his chat? Hold on. That looks like a J-Dam. Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, bro. You've seen all sorts of things in action. You know exactly. From dark footage where 85% of the screen is black, you know exactly what to look.
Surely he knows all of it.
But anyway, good times. Oh no, did Vasho cringe takes as well? Another video from Al Jazeera.
That does not look or sound like any Hamas rocket I've ever seen in any video footage.
Bro, how many have you seen and looked at? Like, come on. Bro, where is the humility from these fucking guys? You really think you know what these things look like? I've seen so many gore videos and so many fucking missile blow. I don't know what any of this shit looks like, bro. You can show me some shit. I wouldn't know if I'm gonna get a fucking bomb or a trash can explode. I have no fucking idea. Are these guys explaining? Is this what they do? Maybe this is why they're also uninformed on everything else. It's because they spend all their time like reviewing military footage to see exactly
The expert opinion, by the way.
bombs look like when they go off. Like, I'm just not on their level. Wait, can somebody link me that one geo thread before the best one? I got a friend that doesn't believe me. Jesus.
Secondary explosions, there was no ammo in that building. Oh yeah, that's a good point. If it was an ammo dump that got struck. Like, yeah, if the narrative is that an ammo dump got struck.
Say hello to Lauren for me since you're talking to her right now. Oh, wait, why am I talking to which Lauren? I don't know what you're talking about. What?
Like, all of this was like one big boom, right?
People on the watch are begging people to stop concluding. Are they? Okay, I should be able to push my right arrow and just... Oh, why does it go all the way to the end? What's happening?
Usually bugging. That's not good.
That does not look or sound like any Hamas rocket I've ever seen in any video footage ever. But like, whatever. There were no secondary explosions. There was no ammo in that building. Oh yeah, that's a good point. If it was an ammo dump that got struck. Like, yeah, if the narrative is that an ammo dump got struck, like, all of this was like one big boom, right?
Did anybody credible even say an ammo dump was struck? Like, has anybody even reported that? I'm talking lots of using Israeli and immigration opinions are now in Fuentes space. I'm sure it's somewhere in Canada. Okay.
That was one boom. Like, I've seen MO depots get targeted from the Ukraine war, and
why do you call them MO depots? MO depots. MO depots. News about pro-Hamas protests in London. Apparently the BBC lied. If you can correct. Lied how?
Now, before we go, earlier on BBC News, we reported on some of the pro-Palestinian demonstrations at the weekend. We spoke about several demonstrations across Britain during which people voiced their backing for Hamas. We accept that this was poorly phrased and was a misleading description of the pro-Palestinian demonstrations.
No, sorry. I saw videos. You're gonna have to show me some different shit about what was misleading. If you come out and you say like, go Palestine right after a terror attack, bro, we all know what you're doing. I'm not playing that game. That's fucking retarded, okay? Not everybody that supports Palestine is pro-Hamas, but you gotta feel really fucking weird marching, right after those attacks,
There's usually more like layering to the explosion.
More layering to the explosive analysis expert.
Oh boy.
International were horrified by the recent Israeli bombing of the hospital in Gaza City, which is treating patients and hosting 6,000. Okay, so they're going to get Israel with this.
Wait, are they? We are horrified by the recent Israeli bombing. I'm sorry, there. I didn't see Israel. I was looking for idea. Okay, there. Damn, MSF. Isn't that Doctors Without Borders? Why? Why not just wait? It's so easy to wait for more information. Letterboxd had an excellent video reviewing vectors for Israel propaganda piece of the history of the region, relatively short too, maybe. Oh, $49.99. What are some of the best ways to sort through information? These instances regarding wars like this. There's a shit ton of misinformation. It's hard to keep up. Literally just wait like 12 hours, and then like generally the truth will kind of settle to the top if you care to look for it. MSF and Borders are similar to nothing. Okay, I thought MSF International. I thought that was Doctors Without Borders. Okay.
Failed rocket launches more like Hope in the hospital. The video shows the impact of the moment. A few moments after interception. Building burning the videos in the hospital. Of the situations looking elsewhere.
I haven't seen a headline that doesn't indicate Gaza officials report or some stuff on the early stuff. Even fucking I thought I saw on Reuters. I thought they didn't have Gaza officials or Palestinian officials report in the headline. Check the early Reuters. I'm curious. Maybe they did. And I just missed that part, or it scrolled off on my phone or something. Oh wait, MSF is literally Doctors Without Borders in French. I don't know what that person is saying. They might still be right. Oh, never mind.
Argument they're making then is that it wasn't a failed Hamas rocket. It was like an interception struck them. Would the interception struck them that quickly? Wait, is the claim that the interception literally struck them within like 3 or 4 seconds after? So if the claim,
Well, somebody emailed me, I think.
it may also be a malfunction, a very convenient one.
Okay.
Because they keep
Somebody, this is a Dan Crenshaw post on Instagram, and he screenshotted a Reuters tweet. The Reuters tweet says, breaking, an Israeli airstrike killed hundreds of Palestinians at a Gaza City hospital crammed with patients and displaced people, health authorities in the besieged enclave said. I think that's a really bad tweet. That's probably, especially from Reuters, that's probably one of the worst tweets I've seen in my life. That's a really bad tweet. Well, from them. I mean, I've seen worse tweets, but I didn't go live.
Constitutionally cucks.
watch this and misinfo. The new footage from the live stream happened at the exact same time the explosion happened. What? No, why Israel post the fake videos? Okay, no, we're calling it right here. Wait, the video timestamp is wrong. It's 15 minutes after the bombing. Yeah, we just saw that. Yeah, those videos are fake. All right, I'm telling it right here. My official ruling is that I have no way of definitely knowing what happened here. We will probably get more info soon. However, I genuinely believe that there's value in going over this live, if for no other reason than because it shows how much Israel frankly benefits from the fog of war that they have created. Israel cut power.
How are they benefiting here? Wait, what?
Okay, I'm so lost.
Has Israel benefited from any of this since the invasion?
And internet to Gaza, deliberately in large part to stem the flow of information that could contradict them when they lie about their war crimes. I, by default, will disbelieve anything Israel says for the same reason I will disbelieve anything Russia says with regards to what's happening on the front. We know for a fact that they lie constantly, and what seems to have happened right now is fully in line with what the IDF has done historically. However, the world.
Okay, dude.
Beheadings, bodies burned alive. Hamas committed atrocities that recall the worst ravages of ISIS, unleashing pure, unadulterated evil upon the world. There's no rationalizing it, no excusing it, period. The brutality we saw would have cut deep anywhere in the world, but it cuts deeper here in Israel. October 7th, which was a sacred Jewish holiday, became the deadliest day for the Jewish people since the holocaust.
Are you also starting to see the biased reporting on Israel during this war? Literally every independent creator is more likely to believe Hamas over Israel. Yeah, one of the things that's probably going to be really bad is in the future, like especially when it comes to West Bank stuff, how much more likely are people going to say like, oh, Israel's probably not doing anything better than the West Bank because how many fucking lies were told in the actual ground invasion of Gaza, right? Like,
Tomorrow, not ever. For those who are living in limbo, waiting desperately to learn the fate of a loved one, especially to families of the hostages, you're not alone. We're working with partners throughout the region, pursuing every avenue to bring home those who are being held captive by Hamas.
God, he's so dumb. Even though I think it's incredibly unlikely that the hospital was bombed by Hamas or Islamic Jihad accidentally, it is funny to me that the IDF is basically saying only Israel gets to kill Palestinians and it's fucked up when anyone else does it. I like how he tries to spin this around. To somehow become like Hamas is firing rockets from civilian areas that misfire and then kill people in hospitals, and somehow that's like Israel's fault. How do you have the gall to do this? Jesus.
Chair, sitting Shiva. First Sabbath without them.
Excellent
Little
illusion.
things, small things that you miss the most. The scent when you open the closet door. Morning coffee you shared together.
I'm gonna.
Market in Jerusalem had no gluten-free flour on its shelves, but thankfully they allowed us to go into
Is that an Israeli accent? Yes, for all intents and purposes, yes it is, okay?
Hasan, and we found what we needed. We were able to continue our work for the day, but we knew that we wouldn't be able to get through the next without a lot more flour. We finished packaging.
Like this is important. This is important. You wanna know why this is important? Do I think that person's a bad person? Fuck no. I don't think that she's a bad person. She's such a careful and considerate person that she literally is like, oh man, I wanna make sure that the fucking IDF guys have gluten-free cookies, okay? Like that's the level of care and consideration she has. It's just that there is no care and consideration for Palestinians because they're not fucking people in her mind.
What is this mic tweet? I had a post and really bad taste offering the wage on the conflict with thousands of lives in the balance. I shouldn't have allowed my anger to get the better of me in the fog of war. I would make a 10,000 for 8 hours in Gaza. Okay, dude. Did you post proof of it? What was this?
Like that's the level of fucking brainwashing that is occurring here, okay? A person that is literally physically so goddamn close, like a stone toss away from some of the fucking worst atrocities that are happening on the planet right now, okay? On the planet right this very moment, and she is oblivious to that, okay? She is so oblivious.
Mike from Pieta.
Yeah, all the bags of potatoes. The market in Jerusalem had no gluten-free flour on its shelves, but thankfully they allowed us.
Like that's the
And U.S. weapons manufacturers are getting about this. Oh, so he's saying that all the fact checking or whatever, fact checking on Twitter is basically a lie. So he just believes, not just like believing Hamas, like without even like you just like believe them. Oh, what's up with has anybody ever seen an advertisement from I think Elon Musk? Does Google just like run complete and total fake ads now? I think it was it was a crypto scam thing. It was a crypto scam ad on it was a YouTube, it was like a official Google ad on YouTube, and the guy was like, hello, I am Elon Musk. His name was like slightly different, and then it was like obviously it was like an AI generated thing. But like Jesus, with the fucking AI voices. Yeah, with an AI voice. This has been happening for years. Oh.
There's the other meme guy from look like Elon Musk.
This is an open platform. We encourage you, if we are missing a platform here, to use
Yeah.
our system to create your own plugin for the application.
Does anybody use it yet? Is any good? Unstubborn was post showing hospital explosion having no crater, indicating it was not an IDF bomb within 9 minutes of it being posted. Nice. On the joining the war of disinformation on the side of disinformation. Nice. What is this? Vosh reposted. The facade has crumbled, the charade is over, nobody believes this. The entire world should know it's barbaric terrorists in Gaza that attack a hospital in Gaza, not the IDF. Okay, nice. Base evidence demander. This is spam. Any reason all these political aren't being taken down? I'm outraged deeply saddened by the explosion. Immediately upon hearing the news, I spoke with Jordan. During our investigation, continue gathering information about what exactly happened. Oh, evidence matter. Is this true? The explosion in the parking lot? I think we already went over most of these posts. Yeah. Misinformation in this subreddit, a growing problem. Follow-up schizo post post with vague, misleading, untruthful, and non-source news and to point the sub. An example of this is one of the top upvoted threads yesterday. Oh, is this with the kids or whatever? On the memory card discovered when the GoPro cameras captured the terrorist in Israel, these images of children dressed as Islamic Jihad military members were discovered. I do agree that making posts like this, I think you can post text images now. I feel like there should be more image about where these come from, because it's pretty easy to just post shit like this and not not true, so it's fine though. I mean, no, I think this did turn out true, but I don't think, still, there should be more information posted. We should hold ourselves to a higher standard, right? Posts like these are equally harmful as fake news. Even in the case of a post, the allegations tend to be more credible. The only reason you know this is because I was doing the research. True. Yeah, I don't know how it would flare like news posters. Brave Indian warrior taking a stand against Hasan. I'm sorry, but Hasan has to take some responsibility for amplifying a terror group's lies. Oof, do you think the guy was banned? Watching my feed in regards to the hospital violence of blackpilling. IDF releases intercepted phone conversation between two apparent Hamas operatives discussing how it was a failed rocket from Gaza. This is kind of iffy, I guess. I don't know if this has been confirmed by anybody besides the IDF.
لأول مرة نشوف الصور زي هيك والشظايا هذه فبقول لك أنا جهاد سويت جهاد الإسلام إيه فهم بقول أنا جهاد الإسلام من علم هذا شكل من علم
I can see.
الصاروخ إنه الشظايا محلية مش زي شظايا تعيش في لا من علم ملكات جوارين جسدية نعم هذول من فريق من المقطع الواحد.
Something that would be interesting to look up historically, or at least like in the past like 20 years. Has Israel ever like blatantly hardcore fucking faked shit like this before? I feel like that would be like a credibility check. Lots of people swung out about this tweet by the Israel Twitter account. I feel like people are overreacting to a cringy tweet. Oh, ContraPoints. She'll delete that soon. There's a struggle between the children of light and the children of darkness, between humanity and the law of the jungle. Oh, I mean, they're at war. What do you want to say? I also don't think if you're Ukrainian, I don't think you should wish death on all Russians. But like, I don't know if I would say that to a Ukrainian right now. I don't know if I have a right to tell them. But published 9 years ago. Jeez. Will you accept? If you ever want to know like what to believe in, just like the opposite of whatever fucking Mike is willing to tweet about or bet on, it's probably a safe bet. Jesus.
Actually loses.
There's one of an Arab woman that was critical of your coverage. Some vein is cute, but since they're not openly a Hamas supporter, there's one of an Arab woman that was critical. Wait, I don't know one what like a thread I missed. One example is when the IDF had to do a major walkback was when a journalist got killed and they denied it was them at first pretty vehemently, but independent investigation it was an IDF bullet killed a journalist. Mike from PIP stands for Palestine.
Like ultimately, even if it wasn't Israel that bombed this hospital, which I do maintain it is, okay? But even if it wasn't, okay, 500 of the last confirmed kills did not come from Israel. So what? Are you just mad?
Well, where's the 500 confirmed kills? We don't know that yet either.
Only when Hamas kills people then? Because that's what you're saying at that point. You know what I mean? You're saying literally, I do not care when Israel kills someone. I only care when Hamas kills someone. That's basically what you're saying. You're like, Palestinians, Israelis, I don't give a shit if Israel kills them. I only care if I suspect it's Hamas. Because like, if you're gonna get mad and be like,
What is he
dude, I can't believe
playing?
the counter rocket barrage from the Hamas teams on the ground actually caused these 500 people to die in the fucking hospital, then what the fuck are you saying? What about the 3,000 people that died?
Update, I've been monitoring the situation. Oh, this is recently, I think. And talking to people right now, the blast radius in the daylight seems inconsistent with a JDAM Mark 84 Israeli missile. However, given the IDF's track record on this issue of bombing and blaming, I will wait for third-party investigation to be conducted. Even Hill and the WAPO forensics team, or ICC. Are there really people that don't think the hospital was even struck? The hospital was not struck. That's basically confirmed, unless there's like another hospital that nobody has pictures of. But no hospital was struck. It was a hospital parking lot, and it seems like some cars were destroyed. But there's no, from what I've seen, and from no one has posted, there's been any structural damage to the hospital. There's like the hospital was not struck. Let's be transparent from the jump. I'm an Arab American woman. For a long while, I've stayed out of the whole Israel-Palestine debacle. I'm very critical of news that comes on either side, given the biased propaganda from both sides. But recent events have made it so it's impossible to not see a 4K POV of a horrible death. Like any person with a beating heart, horrific events over 7 years in tears, I'm feeling empty and honestly emotionally depressed. And for a while, then I started seeing the images of Gaza. People look like me, or my mom, or my sister, or my father, clutching the dead bodies of their loved ones. I don't know all the dead bodies, all the blown out heads and bloody carcasses. Images that have been coming out of Palestine for decades. Mothers crying as they clutch at the piece of their children, and fathers ripping off their shirts out of frenzied grief. It's taking a toll on me mentally. Okay, here's where it says. And here's where I have to call it destiny. He made some offhand comments about, yeah, what's happening to Palestinians is not that cool, but where's the coverage? The far-right government of Israel has a powerful propaganda machine. The government there has long been painting Arabs as savages, as subhuman, and I can't help but feel like it's working. Why is this talking about what's going on in Gaza? It feels like willful ignorance. It feels like brainwashing. He posted, okay, I haven't been checking news. One, I legitimately haven't been doing the news. I haven't covered the IDF like ground invasion at all. Okay, number one. Number two, I don't even think I really covered that much of like the dead Israel shit. I feel like if anything, most of my coverage about the Israeli stuff was usually saying like, hey, there probably weren't a bunch of 40 beheaded babies. I don't think that was the case. I think that was like the biggest statement I made. I didn't really cover much of the violence. I don't think on either side, other than like giving an update on like the Israeli death toll. I think. He posted about checking a Jewish friend that a whisper about a Palestinian 6-year-old that was stabbed to death because of the hate that I'm starting to recent events. The 6-year-old stabbed to death was sad. That was a weird situation. I read that story. It was like a 72-year-old landlord that attacked a Palestinian woman and baby. That's tragic, assuming that it played out sad that it was because of the Israeli. But also, I didn't know this happened. I don't think this story happened before my last stream. Like, didn't this story happen like 1 or 2 days ago? I didn't even stream since then. Right? Like, obviously, it's not good either. Why the silence when innocent civilian blood is shed by the 1,000 Palestine, but the upper when it's shed in Israel? Why not as well? I mean, I haven't seen like widespread demonstrations attacking Arab people or whatever. If that's happened, I would condemn it. Maybe I just haven't seen it on my newsfeed. But yeah, I just haven't seen it. But I mean, yeah, if there's like Jewish people, a bunch of people like chanting like fuck Palestinians or fuck Israel, or not fuck Israel, sorry, fuck Palestinians or fuck Palestine, then I mean, I would be against that too. I just haven't seen those as much. If it's there and I see it, maybe it's just my particular newsfeed, but everything fucking sexy. I'm minutes of lunch, they're wet with tears. Am I right? Or am I wrong to feel hurt? Am I right or wrong to feel hurt, abandoned by my friends unequivocal support of Israel? I tried to look up to Stefan as a fair arbiter. I trusted his judgment thus, but now I feel like he's biased. Where's the humanity? Where's the compassion? Where's the equal and fair coverage? Okay, this person's retarded. Okay. How about 800 dead in an airstrike on a hospital that you were denying? Is that happening? Wait, another airstrike, or you're getting fake ones that you've already gone through that only have 500 initially reported? They're attacking your server because it's the only leftist server that's not pro-Hamas. I mean, I'm sure the woman could have legitimate feelings. I mean, it's probably possible. If you were a neutral observer and you went through my Twitter feed, it's probably possible you'd come away thinking that I'm pretty pro-Israel, because I think most of the stuff I've been calling out has been like huge misinformation on the other side. So I wouldn't deny that's impossible. But I mean, like, it would just be like selective coverage. I'm not like, I don't think I've ever like championed killing Palestinians. I've said the opposite as much. Like, obviously any civilian deaths are not good or anything, but I don't know. I can send you links to that stuff in chat, but I haven't seen anything like that. If it's stuff that's like an active, ongoing like invasion or whatever, I haven't read through any of that yet at all. Nothing. I don't even know if they have invaded yet. Like I've gone through, I think I've clicked most of the Twitter stuff that I see people linking, but no, I haven't gone through like any of the actual, or if they're getting ready to do that yet. They just want you to cry, bro. Yeah, true. We do a post more about this shit. I thought about writing like a mini manifesto about like all the news coverage, especially like the big like streamers and people online, because it's been pretty fucking insane. So yeah. Full footage from TASS. What is TASS? No impact craters, interior spaces appear to be intact. Injuries from flying glass appear to have occurred. That's, have you seen all kinds of front 2022? I have not. What are your thoughts on anti-war media in general and in relation to events? I mean, we have a lot of pro-war media. I think anti-war media is fine. Which one? Russian state media. Tool-assisted super speedrun. Are there any independent sources confirming the Hamas human shield theory? I mean, we can do more like dedicated reading. What I'm saying is even Hamas doesn't deny that. It's not like a secret. Like nobody denies that Hamas uses human shields. But I'm pretty sure they feel fully justified in doing it. They say as much. I don't know when this became like a thing to deny that this thing never happened.
Okay, stop the link then. Be a good video, I guess.